The scathing report on the Holy See that was just issued by the UN Committee for the Rights of the Child has outraged many Catholics. To get some insight on the relationship between the UN and the Vatican, I spoke with experts at Catholic organizations deeply involved in this issue.
At the same time, there's a clash of visions, and there's no place where this is more visible than at the United Nations between, when this committee issued these highly ideological observations on the Holy See's teaching.
The Convention on the Rights of the Child is a treaty the Vatican State signed on to in 1990. At issue is the report of the UN Committee on that treaty, which heavily criticized the Holy See's response to its sex abuse scandal. And some say the committee went beyond the scope of the treaty when it recommended certain changes to church teaching on contraception, abortion, and homosexuality.
If those who are in charge of interpreting this convention now interpret that convention as demanding a right to access to abortion, I personally don't see how the Vatican can remain a signatory to that statement.
One of the great ironies about the Convention on the Rights of the Child is that in the very first page or two, there's a statement about how children have a right to be protected and fostered in the womb as well as after birth. Now, if that were taken seriously, this would throw a wrench into many efforts by other UN agencies and committees to promote abortion worldwide, which they are engaged in.
The Vatican is expected to issue a comprehensive response to the committee's report in several weeks.
The committee likes to think it has the final say in this dialogue with states on how to implement the convention. That's why they call their recommendations and suggestions concluding observations, as if they were concluding the dialogue. In reality, the Holy See, as a member state to the treaty, has the final say in what its treaty obligations are. The Holy See has had relationships with the United Nations for many years. In 2004, it became a permanent observer state. It participates in all major UN negotiations on all kinds of policies, from disarmament to development policies. And it's very well respected amongst UN member states, and that will remain the case. If anything, this recent report from the committee, these observations it issued, will have an effect of discrediting somewhat that committee, unfortunately, and the work of the UN to protect children through that treaty.
The potentially good work that this committee is capable of doing, which is defending the rights of children around the world, is incredibly important. The fact that this committee has taken such a militant and unreasonable position will discredit the work that that committee does internationally before a number of different countries. This is really the missed opportunity.
Reporting for Currents, this is Conrad Aderer.